As the 20th Agoa summit enters its second day in Johannesburg, some African countries have been excluded from the African Growth and Opportunity Act. Washington announced this week that it was excluding Uganda, along with the Central African Republic, Gabon and Niger from the list of sub-Saharan African countries benefiting from the act. This act, which was initiated in 2003, allows African countries to export a wide range of products to the United States duty-free. Let's discuss the implications of this exclusion. Dr David Matsanga, Ugandan expert in conflict resolution and politics, joins me, speaking to us live from London. Dr Matsanga, appreciate your time. What is your perspective on Uganda's removal from the Agoa trade program and the reasons cited by the United States government, particularly related to human rights violations?
First of all, thank you very much, listeners and the viewers across the world and across the continent of Africa. It is very sad that Agoa was formed to improve the lives of the people of Africa. Agoa was formed, the act in 2000 was for improvement of the lives of the people of both countries, America and Africa. It is sad again for America to choose some countries, eliminate them on the basis of whom they want and whom they don't want. If it is an African act, as it was in 2000, why do they exclude Uganda then? What has Uganda done? What has Gabon done? What has Niger done? Which is not, what has Central African Republic done? Which any other country in the world has not done. Human rights. Yes, human rights. What are human rights? If you remove Agoa, are you injuring the president? No, you are injuring the common people. You are injuring the citizens. You are injuring the younger generation that go for jobs in those industries. You are injuring the youth, the women that work in those industries that produce in order to export the goods from Uganda.
Well,
you are not injuring the president.
Dr. Matsanga, let me come in there and just answer your question, which is rhetorical or not. And you're asking who is injured. Well, according to the United States, the individuals that are injured are members of the LGBTQI plus community in Uganda. And I think that's where all this started. And that writing, I'd like to believe, has been on the wall for some time, because there has been pressure from the United States and certainly many countries in the West for Uganda to reconsider. Do you not suspect that this is the cause of the withdrawal of Agoa from Uganda?
Each country has its values. Uganda has its values, and our values are the ones that we use in the production of our goods. The goods of the people of Uganda are produced on the values of the best of the society of our country. If you say you are excluding Uganda, you are not excluding Uganda and are not harming President Museveni. You are harming the same people, the same families. Not everybody in Uganda is in that category. Not all people in Uganda. It is a right. I have no problem with it. Is a right. It's a human right for you to have your own values that you follow. But you don't force other people to follow what you want. That is the basis. So if you are removing Agoa from Uganda because Uganda has refused to recognize certain values that America wants, you are not injuring President Museveni. You are injuring the people of Uganda. You are also committing a human right on putting sanctions on the people of Uganda who are not all of them the category you are speaking about. So where are the human rights here? It's a private matter. For you to have your own life is your private matter. As long as you are not breaking the law you are not beating people in the streets. How many of us in Africa, you are an African yourself, how many of us talk about the things that America is trying to force us or to take us down the route and use them to penalize? But let's look at not only Uganda, look at Gabon. Gabon's reason is not the same as that of Uganda. And Niger's reason, Central Africa is not the same as that of Uganda. So there's quite a lot of double standards on this issue. And at the end of the day, one of the problems that I've seen with Africa is that we continue as if there is no problem with another African country. If we had a strong African Union, all of us would also boycott Agoa and tell the people that since you are not allowing the Uganda, Central Africa, Gabon, Niger, and other countries to export, we are not also exporting until they come back. Because we are one person. We are the African Union. Well, why do you come to discriminate some countries and then deal with some other countries? And then this is the divide and the rule tactic that the colonial and the imperial hegemon of the Americans have used. They have done it on Zimbabwe. You see what they have done. They have killed that country because of sanctions. They have killed several countries. They killed Libya. They killed everybody. Look at the whole African continent. We have a problem. So for me, I'm totally opposed to the American type of selective injustice, selective type of sanctions that they put on certain African countries.
So let's
the group.
Sorry, Dr.
The group that they are talking about does not represent all of us Ugandans.
Well, Dr. Matsanga,
some of us live in Europe.
Let's take a look, Dr. Matsanga. If you'll give me a moment, I'd like to have some dialogue. Now, you talk about Africa speaking with one voice. We don't often see that. Is this a wake-up call for the African Union, for various organizations on the African continent, to do more to engage each other and start speaking with one voice that allows the entire continent, as you suggest, to then stand up to the United States, stand up to other Western parties that would result in a situation such as the one that Uganda and a number of other countries in West Africa face?
You are right. It is time now for African countries to speak with one voice. What kills Africa? We don't speak with one voice. I watched your President Ramaphosa today in that conference. He didn't bother. He did not even look as if he was remorseful that some countries in Africa were being excluded. He didn't. So these are some of the things that worry me as an elder in Africa with 68 years on earth. We are going, but we are living in Africa which is disunited. Ramaphosa did not speak and query why Uganda, Gabon, Niger, Central African Republic. Who causes those coups there? Who causes the coup? Who caused the coup in Central African Republic, for example? Who caused the coup in Gabon? Isn't it France? Is France not part and parcel of American hegemony? So why do you come to lump us? Remove the aid that we get. Remove our market, that we sell our apron, we sell our clothes, we sell our products, which come back to help Ugandans. I can't play such immature politics of youngish, childish politics of calling upon America to put sanctions on my country. No. I will always stand against that. I will never want America to put sanctions on any other country. And the time has come for the African Union to stand and speak with one voice. That when one country is affected, all of you don't attend. When President Biden calls for African leaders to go to US, if one leader is missing, let them not go. America will wake up and say, yes, let's deal with this matter, solve it. But you have one African country eliminated, 2, 5, 6 eliminated, and you go on with the debate in South Africa, in Johannesburg, as if nothing has happened. It's very sorry.
Dr. Matsanga, I'm afraid we're going to have to leave the conversation there. Dr. David Matsanga, Ugandan expert on conflict and resolution and politics, speaking to us about Agoa and certainly the elimination